Hi, this is Derek with Dakota Fence here in Williston, North Dakota. Wintertime can be quite the struggle for gates. I'm going to say our number one call I get in the wintertime is my gate does not work. Whether it has a gate operator or not, the first question I'm going to ask you, did you shovel the snow and ice away from your gate rollers? We're going to take a look at our gate here. It did drift in with some snow, so the gate was frozen and it did not work. So I'd like to show you some of the things you should be looking at on your own gate. As you can see here, this is our Dakota gate. It's an all aluminum gate. The Dakota gate, you got two roller guides, one on the leading edge of the gate post, and then you got one on what is called the counterbalance post. You got your roller guides, and this is your track, and inside that track you got your trucks, your Dakota trucks. That they got what I call like roller skate bearings that ride in that track. But in the wintertime, it is very important to keep the snow away from your rollers or your roller guides. You can see this one here is not bad. The snow is not covering the guide. This one back here, it's starting to build up, but the main culprit was we had a lot of drifting snow, and you can see at the back of the gate it was covered in snow. The temps got warm, it melted, got kind of hard, froze the gate in place. You hit the gate operator, gate doesn't close, motor runs and runs and runs. In that scenario, you know, here I got an HSLG by Linear, pretty bulletproof gate operator. You can kind of open it up, see inside, your motor's running but your gate's not moving. You can do a couple things here. One, you can burn out your clutch, and on the HSLG, that blue disc back there, your packing plate disc, that's your clutch. Sometimes over time you'll see a lot of blue fibers down here. So if this clutch starts wearing out, you can loosen up this jam nut, tighten up this nut, and get a little bit more pressure on that plate, but over time you may want to replace it. Inside this box here is your mechanical limit switches. The HSLG by Linear, some of your older LiftMasters like the SL 595, your CSs, your CSWs, they all got mechanical switches. But you get into the newer LiftMasters, there's going to be a board here. It's all going to be electronic. You got to program it electronically. So you can throw your limit switches off if your gate is frozen. So when your gate travels shut, it might not reach the latch down there and you might have a gap in it, or it might hit your latch and the gate will continue to cycle and cycle. First question I'm going to ask you when you call me is, you know, did you shovel the rollers, the snow and ice away from the rollers? As the snow accumulates, it's powder, it's fluffy, your gate's going to travel. As soon as it warms up and it settles and freezes, it's going to turn to ice. Shoveling it out, if you got to shovel your front walk to your door, go out, shovel your gate as well. But if it does freeze up, windshield washing fluid is a good solution. Pour that over your rollers. I don't advise people to go out there with a torch. Not so much on this gate, but the cantilevers with the nylon rollers. There is a bearing in there. You got a plastic cover. You can do some damage to the rollers. One of the things I'm going to ask you, whether you got a HSLG or a LiftMaster, is what lights are showing up on your board. Now here on the HSLG, you have what is called an apex board. The older operators had an apex, the newer ones have apex 2. On the LiftMaster, you're going to have a circuit board about right in the center here. You'll have a little LED digital thing there. I'm going to ask you what code is on there. So I'm going to turn this gate operator on. And the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what lights are lit up over here? If you can tell me what lights are lit up over here, I can probably tell you on the phone what's wrong. You come over here, I'm going to ask you if there's anything flashing in there. Here you can see it's a max runtime error. So I know the gate was frozen. It wouldn't cycle. So a lot of the times I can diagnose this over the phone and save a service call. You know, there are fees included with service calls. If I got to come shovel snow, remove ice, we got to pay for fuel, we got to pay for employees. But it is very crucial to keep snow and ice away from your gates in the wintertime. Other than that, it's about all I got. If you have any questions, give us a holler. you got trouble with your gates, maybe you need us to come out on site, kind of show you what you should do in the wintertime, maybe talk with your maintenance guy. Here at Dakota Fence, we're always willing to help out, especially if we installed your gate. We want it to run properly. We want it to function good throughout the lifetime of the gate. But like anything mechanical, metal, aluminum, there is wear and tear over time. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great day, and please call us if you have any operator issues. Thank you.